overdosed and her baby's been removed from her body. And then you show up with a baby.
On October 9th, 2020, 21-year-old Reagan Simmons Hancock was found brutally murdered in the small town of New Boston, Texas.
Hi, welcome. This is a take on Taylor Parker from Maternal Instinct on Netflix, and a review of her case. Imagine being so obsessed with a man that you would be willing to kill to keep him. I mean, imagine. She bought baby clothes, she built a nursery, she took maternity photos, she hosted a gender reveal party, she even purchased a silicone belly from a store to pretend that she was pregnant. She appeared pregnant and friends celebrated, she chose a name. Even her boyfriend celebrated, right? I mean, he never knew that she was this crazy over him, and everyone says you could tell that he did not feel the same way. But, you know, that's for them to know. We'll never know how they felt about each other, or if he felt the same about her. But according to the investigators, she was never pregnant at all. She had a hysterectomy, and she was able to have 2 children, actually, and those 2 were fine, except the third one, she ended up having issues with endometriosis, and they had to perform a hysterectomy due to an ectopic pregnancy. Doctors removed her uterus, cervix, and one of her ovaries, making pregnancy impossible. Yet, despite that reality, witnesses later testified that Taylor desperately wanted another child. She even approached multiple women about becoming surrogates for her. Then, in January of 2020, Taylor told Wade Griffin she was pregnant. Over the next several months, she carefully built the illusion. Court testimony revealed she purchased a silicone pregnancy belly. She obtained a customized ultrasound image. She prepared a nursery inside his house. She posed for maternity photographs in her silicone belly. She hosted a gender reveal party. I mean, that's insane. She even selected a name for the baby. I mean, come on. To everyone around her, she looked like an exciting, expected mother. But behind the scenes, the timeline was becoming a problem. Her original due date came and went. So her original due date was in September, as what she said, and it came and went. No baby arrived. This caused some issues. Questions were beginning to surface. And according to prosecutors, the pressure was mounting. Around the same time, another woman was preparing to welcome a child into the world. Her name was Reagan Hancock. Reagan was a young wife and mother from New Boston, Texas. She was approximately 7.5 months pregnant with a daughter she planned to name Braxlyn. Unlike Taylor, Reagan was genuinely expecting a baby. The 2 women knew each other. Taylor had previously photographed Reagan's engagement and wedding, giving her access to Reagan's life and knowledge of her pregnancy. How shady. On October 5th, 2020, strange events began unfolding. I would say so. That's crazy. I mean, Taylor told Wade she would be induced at a Texas hospital. That same day, Wade's home caught fire. Later, the hospital where Taylor claimed she would deliver received a bomb threat and was evacuated. Taylor blamed both incidents on her mother. 4 days later, on October 9th, prosecutors say Taylor put her plan into motion. She sent Wade Griffin out of town on an errand. Then she drove to Reagan Hancock's home. Cell phone records showed Taylor arriving that morning. Investigators believe what happened next occurred over a terrifying period of time inside Reagan's house. Crime scene evidence showed Reagan was attacked in multiple rooms throughout the home. Investigators testified that she continued moving and bleeding as the assault progressed. The medical examiner later documented staggering injuries. Reagan suffered 113 sharp force wounds. 15 were stab wounds. 98 were incised or cutting wounds. She also suffered 39 blunt force injuries. Many of those injuries were concentrated on her face and head. She suffered a broken nose, 5 skull fractures, 2 wounds pierced her jugular vein. Some injuries extended all the way to the bone. Medical testimony also indicated injuries consistent with being struck by a hammer and evidence suggesting possible strangulation. Prosecutors argued that after killing Reagan, Taylor performed a crude C-section and removed Reagan's unborn daughter, Braxton. Then she left. But the plan began falling apart almost immediately. At approximately 9:36 that morning, Oklahoma State Trooper Lee Shaver stopped Taylor after observing erratic driving. When first responders arrived, they found Taylor holding a newborn infant. The umbilical cord was still attached. Paramedics quickly noticed inconsistencies. Taylor claimed she had just given birth on the side of the road, but there was no evidence a birth had occurred inside the vehicle. No blood, no signs of delivery, and medical personnel would later testify that the infant's condition did not match Taylor's story. As investigators worked to understand what happened, they uncovered months of deception. The fake pregnancy, the nursery, the maternity photos, the registry, the gender reveal, the silicone belly. Everything prosecutors argued was part of an elaborate plan. She premeditated this entire thing. So, in October of 2022, a Texas jury found Taylor Parker guilty of capital murder. 1 month later, jurors sentenced her to death.
A heavy burden feels lifted. I feel like now we can start trying to heal. We don't have this over our heads. We know where she's going to be, we know where she's at, and she's taken care of.
Relief after a 2-month trial for Reagan Hancock's family and a chance for Jessica Brooks to address her daughter's killer.
I wanted to be sure my point got across, and I feel like it did. I wanted to speak for our family and, let her know what we all felt. Just how terrible what she's done to our family.
Taylor Parker beat and slashed 21-year-old Reagan Hancock in October of 2020 and cut her unborn baby Braxton Sage from her body. The baby later died. The verdict came in less than 90 minutes, and what the prosecutor says is a testament to the strength of the case.
They went through the evidence and the law and felt that they had plenty of information to make that decision. So I'm very thankful that they saw the evidence the way that the state did.
Parker's
1 month later, jurors sentenced her to death. Today, the case remains one of the most shocking crimes Texas has ever experienced or prosecuted. Not just because it was gruesome or gory, but just because of how it was so much of a lie and how far it was taken and stretched, and just how manipulated the situation was that she was able to maintain. I mean, how was she able to keep all? She worked hard to do this and maintain this, so she was invested with her whole life. But I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that? Because I mean, they said there was somebody who testified for her that was part of the fence that did say there was something not right with the front part of her brain, but I'm not sure what that would entail or what that would mean. like what side effects or that would, have. But yeah, so like, thanks for watching the video. If you like what you see, I'm just kind of just summarize things. So just follow along and like and subscribe.